You guys just want me to start talking
No, man,
shit?
we just asked you, but we'll ask you again officially how you feel this week. And
Ah, feel like shit. That's how I feel. No, I feel better. By 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'm usually like the first one in line to weigh in. I'll go ahead and get on the scale and start rehydrating, man. I'm thirsty right now.
is this a normal situation for you, where it's always a little bit rough at the end, or is this different?
I mean, it's always a little rough at the end, and I guess every next time seems to be like worse than the last time. Last time I had people help me a little bit, which I bitched more throughout the week, which is probably a little better. And this week, I kind of, like last night, I had a nice little steak, which I thought would help me push the weight out. I made some mistakes, maybe, and just, it's always rough worrying about the weight, and and I usually wake up on the last day with like 3 pounds. Like not Friday, like today I usually have like 3, and I woke up with 7. So to me, 7 is like Jacare's gonna do like 20 tonight. That's my 7. So I'm gonna cry to see if that'll help me lose some more weight.
Is there anything in particular that you can point to that made it more difficult this time around, or was it just the lesser notice of the fight?
I don't know. I'm not a very like by the book person, and I don't know. Getting older, my body might take it a little differently. I had just put this weight back on because being out of camp for a while, like I was resting at home, and when you get into like a rhythm of being able to eat and drink, you don't eat and drink as much as you should or can. And then when I started training again, my appetite went up and I gained 10 pounds again, and I just got this weight back, and now my body's like taking it back off, and it's like trying to hold on to it. And it's like a balance between the sugars and the sodium in your body and the protein and the carbs, and like I don't know the exact science, so I'm always just like kind of throwing it up in the air. And I used to be pretty good at it, and I think that was my youth. And just being a little older is like it's rougher.
It's not a situation where you'd ever think in the near term about going up, would you?
Hell yeah, I've been talking shit all day. Like I'm going to heavyweight. fuck middleweight. I'm going to heavyweight. This shit's hard, man. This is the worst part. Like this is the only thing that makes me want to quit. Fighting is easy. Weight cut, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. And then I don't want to pay the guy money. You know what I mean? I guess that's like my only motivation to go get it done, though. Is I'm like, I'm not paying him. He ain't getting my money. I just signed a new contract. I'm getting all this extra money for this fight, and it's not about to go to him. I'd rather not fight than give him any of my money. I'm already suffering. Why suffer and then pay him? So, I got like 5 or 4 left, and that might not sound like a lot, but some of the fat asses watching this, you try to lose 4 pounds. It's probably really easy for you. You probably go lose it one night in the sauna. Fuck you.
Talk to us about taking this fight just in general. I know it's not a full camp for you. You're an injury replacement for somebody else. What was the motivation behind doing that? Were you just really itching to get back in there?
Yeah, absolutely. Florida card. I was kind of looking to get on this card, and I was wondering when they were going to call. And, I wasn't really training that hard, though. I was just like, I'm the type that until you call, I don't kick it into high gear. But as soon as they called, I kicked it up and started training hard. And, I was just in the room thinking before I came down here about it's kind of like weight cut rehydration after you go to sparring day and you spar for like an hour and a half and you get all this work in, and then you chug that ice cold Powerade, bro. That shit is so good. Or Body Armor. Shout out Body Armor.
So you're
Nice
fighting
recovery.
2 cowboys in a row for you, Platinum Mike Perry. What's your jiu-jitsu been like training?
Well, let's say I've been working with Jacare Souza quite a bit, and we've been doing a lot more jiu-jitsu here at Fusion XL and in Ocoee, Florida, than I was doing over there at Jackson Wink, training against a guy who was coming to do jiu-jitsu against me in the Cowboy Cerrone. So Cowboy Oliveira is Brazilian. They're born to do jiu-jitsu, but he comes to fight, man. So, and I saw some stuff says he's wanting to knock me out, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want to try to press me up against the cage and take me down first. And he's got great ground and pound. So, gonna stop the takedown above all, and I gotta try, if I get in good position in the clinch, to not really go for the takedown first, and if I do, just make sure I slam him and make sure I do some damage with it so I can land a couple shots before he gets back up.
Talk a little bit about not having any drama per se in this fight. The drama with you and Cerrone wasn't massive, but I mean there was a backstory there that the people were talking about beyond just that you two guys were going to fight, and you don't really have that this time around. And I wonder if that's a refreshing thing, and if it feels a little bit better as you get closer to the fight.
Yeah, it's cool that people really they know that this could be a banger. Above all, like just the two styles and the two guys that we are gonna go in there and scrap it out. So we didn't really have to do much work otherwise, but I do get on social media. I say a couple things, I post a couple things, and I got plans for the weigh-ins tomorrow for the ceremonials. So I hope that'll spark some controversy, and the stuff with the Cowboy Cerrone fight was like, I beat myself up over that. Like, that wasn't my drama, and I let that drama get all up in my head, and I let it become this Jackson Wink versus Cowboy, even though it was me stepping in, and I let too many things bother me and distract me from focusing on the goal.